Um,
Wait, promise or we can fit it in? Which
we
one?
can we can fit it in.
Oh, okay. I get it. Like the wiener into her vagina.
Yeah, we can fit it in.
Cool, 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 cool,
The wiener.
cool. Let's clap it in. Woo, 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 woo.
What's up, guys? It's On Fire Tonight with Josh and Trent. So we are here today to talk about Men in the High Castle, Season 2, Episode 8. The episode is called Loose Lips. So this is your one and only warning. We're going to spoil it. So if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Come back. Welcome back. Now we can do the thing.
Oh, neat. Lot of stuff happening, Josh.
Right? Holy shit. We went around the world and back. And we
Multiple
also
times.
visited an alternate dimension at least on's.
Yep, we do all those things every time.
Uh-huh. It's exciting.
Yes. Hitler's sick. You guys, Hitler's sick.
Fur is that a Morrissey song? Girlfriend in a coma, Führer's in a coma.
Yep.
I don't know Morrissey at all. Can you like hum it or sing it at all? But like with the word Führer instead.
Oh boy. Führer in a coma. I know. It's serious. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
guys.
You're welcome. You just play that, record it, loop it. You got yourself a song, a
You,
hit one.
you got yourself a ringtone.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Joe Blake's still in Germany. He's still in Berlin. And his dad's like, dude, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
Well, first,
Uh huh.
they have like a very nice breakfast together,
Oh, you're
and they
right.
talk about how they each are mourning for someone who's died. And they come to it's like a very nice scene between a man and an adult with his father, a guy that like he had no relationship with, but like they're getting to know each other.
Joe Blake. He keeps talking about how he loved Juliana. Bro, you like chatted with her like no more than a week.
But they
Loved.
had very charged experiences. Like
Come on.
there were
That's
like dead people. They
uh
they
huh.
they left
Uh huh.
they left some
Uh huh.
bodies in their
In
path.
their wake, yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's like a trauma response. That's not love. That's like I'm attached to you because we share trauma together.
Well, it's
Bro,
the 60s in an alternate timeline. They don't know
bro,
the difference between love and trauma.
go to therapy, bro.
The Nazis won World War II in his world. Like, what does he know?
Yeah, go to
Go to
therapy.
therapy. You think they have therapy?
Nazi therapist. It's just like, well, how does this affect the
Not
Fuhrer?
not likely. I don't if they have therapy,
Well,
it's
you didn't get my punchline because then it would have made sense.
oh, I'm sorry, what was your show?
Okay, but how does this affect the Fuhrer? Joe Blake.
Joe Blake. Wait,
So, yeah,
I can hear my voice. Is that a thing? Every time I talk, I hear my voice.
in an
Is that just
echo.
me?
I
Is
don't
that something
hear.
I do not need to worry about?
Uh, I don't know if you've never had it before. You don't have your speakers on. You just have your earbuds in.
That's correct. And it
Do you
doesn't
have any?
look like it's showing up on the waveform, but it's hard to know.
You don't have any tabs or windows open where it would be playing.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Let's not sweat it.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So some Nazi dudes come to Pop's house and they're like, "You gotta come with us, guy." And he's like, "Okay, okay, but my son needs to come with me for some reason."
And they're like, fine.
Whatever. So they take him to Hitler's office.
Right. Hitler's not there. It's fucking Himmler.
He didn't have
So
any balls, did
after
he?
waiting for a long time, Joe Blake is allowed in the room with his dad and Himmler. And Himmler's like, I'm your godfather. Wow.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I don't. Nazis are weird.
Yeah, so the Fuhrer's in a coma.
I know. I know. It's serious.
um, some deep shit is going down.
Yeah. So yeah, they're gonna make Joe Blake's dad the chancellor or whatever. I don't know what that
Acting
means.
chancellor.
I
Acting
don't.
chancellor.
I don't know what that means. But the last guy who did that, they shot.
Goering.
They shot him dead and his whole family. So Joe Blake, get the fuck out. You
Well,
are
but this is a
in.
little different because Goering, when he did that, he seized power,
Right.
and then
And
Hitler got better and had his whole family wiped out. Heisman has been chosen by the Fuhrer for this job. So it's
yeah,
like a
but
little
Heist,
different, but
it's still
there's a precedent.
it's still
It's
Hitler.
a bad precedent.
Yeah. So he is rightly afraid for his son's life. Or whatever. I don't trust anything anyone says who is a Nazi, so I don't know if he's really afraid for his son's life or if there's something else going on. But he's like, Joe Blake, get the fuck out. Go to New York. Get out of here. He's like, I never liked you anyway, dumb dog. You're stupid. You, you know, like they do in the movies with dogs.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
mm. Joe Blake's like, yeah, all right, maybe. Side eye.
Side eye. We learn through our contact, Lucy Collins, her husband, who works in like the news and propaganda and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
had to assemble an archive footage package of Hitler at the Eagle's Nest.
Yeah. And if it's archive footage, if they don't have any new footage,
You know what that
maybe
means.
maybe there'll never be new footage.
Helen snaps at her, bitch, that's treason.
Yeah, she does. Get the fuck up, you get the fuck out, you gossiping bitches.
Yeah.
Not cool.
Yeah. Juliana and Lucy are like, we should go.
Ew. Thanks for the bologna sandwiches. We're out.
Right. We see Helen have a private conversation with Obergruppenführer John Smith
Mm-hmm.
about what does this mean? Joe Blake's father got a promotion. That means something about our trip. Our trip, I think, means about hiding Thomas in South America.
Yeah. Why'd she call it our trip though? She's not
Because
going.
they're just being like extra cautious over the phone.
Got it.
Everything they say has to be in code because God knows who's listening at any time to anything.
Yeah, but John Smith is pretty freewheeling on that phone in his office with everybody else. What are you doing, John Smith?
Well, maybe he knows certain things, but he doesn't know everything. So you got to be extra careful.
Right. And he's not. He's taking phone calls with Keto and what's it,
Right,
who's
right.
it.
He has this great phone call. He and Keto are now conspirators themselves, working hard to avert war between Japan and the Reich.
They're not doing a good job.
They're doing what they can, but they don't have all the information at their hand. You know, they don't have all the information they need.
Yeah.
Ambassador Deals gives himself over to defect to the Pacific States and gives them very convincing evidence that there was a Nazi plot to try to assassinate the prince, which means that he is in league with Heydrich and the other conspirators to try to start a war between those two countries.
It also means Keto is fucked and might get found out for covering that shit up, which he did to save his people, state, place thing.
The whole world.
Yeah.
The whole world.
Yeah.
These are not good people, but they are doing good things. They're also doing a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a it's a corrupt and compromised world. And so characters that live by a code, and maybe Keto is the only one who lives by a code.
I don't know.
Obergruppenführer John Smith is like family over everything. That's
True.
his code.
Yes.
Keto seems to be empire over everything,
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Fuck
right?
everything but the Empire. Can you imagine? Ick. Ick. So Juliana's like, I gotta call my pal George and let him know what's up. And he's like, I don't know who the fuck you're trying to call, but this is who used to live here, so
Yeah, I think you
bye.
you want to reach the Willets.
Um, no,
The,
I'm the Willet. The
or yeah,
Springs used to live
I'm the
here.
Willets. The Springs, yeah, right. So she goes to the cross street of Willett and Spring,
A
and
wink.
yeah, good thing that she was able to decode that.
If she could decode that, just about any fucking buddy could. Come on.
So as always, my least favorite trope,
Uh huh.
when you have to meet a spy or a resistance officer or like an assassin or
Uh-huh.
like the fucking boss of all bosses,
Mm-hmm.
it's at a nightclub of some kind or a casino.
Uh-huh. A beatnik club that just happened to be an old subway station.
Yeah, there's a beatnik bar in what used to be the subway station, and they're really swinging.
Yeah, they are.
He meets some resistance lady with scars on her face
Oh,
who
you know who that lady is?
does not like her one bit.
Is she? No. She's the one who said, I think she's the one that said decoupage weird in Seinfeld. Am I wrong?
How did she say it?
I don't know, like with a French
Like
accent,
decoupage?
but like more so. Give me more of that, but more.
Decoupage.
Sure. But
Sure.
worse.
I don't know.
It's only been 30 years since I saw the episode.
Um,
But she's like the leader of the resistance, right? Is that what I'm getting from this? From this
she's an important person in the resistance, if not the leader, because it seems like George reports to her.
a woman, can you imagine?
And she used to date Seinfeld.
I know. Weird. So she's like, all right, you guys, Hitler's dying. Like for real this time, and it's gonna be real bad. And they're like, okay, well, yeah, it's gonna be real, real bad actually, if you what you're saying is true. Because everything's gonna go bad and there's a resistance coming if he dies. And then Juliana's like, did I just end the world with that?
Right. She's like,
What
oh
did
my
I?
God, what if what I just said triggered the chain of events that leads to a nuclear bomb getting dropped on San Francisco?
It was a
She's been telling,
real.
like, she kind of tells the same story like six different times in this episode to every single person she meets about like the Men in the High Castle film that she watched, where Joe Blake is a Nazi and San Francisco is destroyed. And we're getting that information multiple times for multiple reasons.
It was a real. How do you know Judd and he has a KKK robe in his closet situation?
What?
It was a real. Ask him why. Ask him how he knows Judd and why he has a KKK robe in his closet situation.
No, 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 no.
Yeah.
That's an Inception type thing.
It was real. Oh shit, did I get this started? Is this my fault situation? Shut up.
Okay.
Uh,
Uh,
Jules calls Arnold. She's like, here's the deal. Arnold's like, shut the fuck up. And George grabs the phone. He's like, nah, for real.
it's me, Dixon. You cuckold.
That's Arnold, all right. So he believes him. Because why would you believe a woman? Ugh. So back to Tagomi. He got that little mug out last episode. He's been putting it back together with that gold thing and that I don't remember the name of. And he's getting the intel.
Yeah.
He's like,
Okay. So Tagomi, this entire episode, he's
mhm.
still in that parallel timeline where the US won the war. He and his living wife and living son live in somewhere in the San Francisco area. There's a broken cup that announces his grandchild's birth that he smashed, or no, not he smashed, but like the other version of him smashed out of anger and confusion, I guess, because like his son had married a white American woman and was growing up American and was raising a kid that was going to be American. So he wandered off into the fucking mists, and Juliana was the only one that like chased that guy, but she lost him in the fog. And everyone had been so worried that maybe he jumped off the bridge, and maybe he did because nobody's actually seen that dude. And this Tagomi, though they don't realize it, is from a fucking parallel universe.
Man, that Tagomi filled his pockets with rocks and just walked into the water.
Might have done. But anyway, so
Bye.
this guy, our Tagomi, who's there, is doing kintsugi, which
That's
is that process where you repair ceramics and you lay in gold as part of the repair. So, like, the entire episode is him working on this cup, but then also interspersed, he tells his son that he is very happy for him that he's married to Juliana and proud to call her daughter. And that, like, I almost cried when he said that.
he's mending fences all over the place.
Big time,
Mm,
right?
it was great. Fucking Tagomi
Totally.
is awesome.
Best guy.
So great. We see Bob telling Ed, you know what? We're free from the Yakuza. We should be partners in a crazy ass plot of, I don't know.
He's like, this team is a good idea. I've got the contacts and I've got a reputation. You're an amazing salesman. Like, I had no idea. And Frank is like the best forgeries guy in the biz.
Mm,
Honestly, we could fleece this fucking town.
my dude, do it.
Right? Go for it.
Fuck yeah. It's like, you know what? I'll think about it. Hey, here's Frank. Frank, what's going on? Hey, Bob, why don't you get out of your apartment? I want to have a conversation with Ed.
Frank is such a fucking dick.
Yeah, and Ed's like, you're a fucking dick.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank
Yeah.
God Ed is there to say, dude, you're being an asshole.
Yeah. But it's Ed, so Frank's like, I don't give a fuck what you think. He's like, here's the deal. The Japanese are building an atomic bomb, but it's okay because we're going to stop them with explosives. It's
Yeah.
like,
Well, I'm sorry, this plan does not sound that great. And then they get interrupted because Arnold is there. Arnold is like, hey, Frank, what's going on? I got this call from Juliana. And Frank's like, oh, what did you call me? And it's like, we don't have time for that. So Arnold is like, listen, we're leaving. We're getting out of San Francisco. There's going to be like an uprising. Maybe the whole city's going to get flattened. And I was told to warn you too.
there you go, I'm out.
Right.
And Frank's like, but, and Arnold's just like, okay, here's all the information. Shut the fuck up. Here it is. Goodbye. Tells them what's going on with Juliana, etc. We've heard it. We get it. Frank, catch up. We go to the resistance garage.
Fucking Gary and Sarah.
Fucking Larry knew all about Juliana. Barry's like, yeah, I knew. And what was I going to do? Tell you guys? No. It's fine, whatever.
Yeah, Gary's a real piece of work. Like, I don't get what the deal is. Why is he out to get Juliana? Did I forget something crucial?
No, he's just an asshole. He's like, she made me look dumb once, so now I hate her and I want to kill her.
Wait, how did she make him look dumb?
She escaped.
No, but like, why was he trying to kill her in the first place?
Oh, I don't know. Because he's an asshole. I don't know.
It was
I
it
didn't
was
get
something
any
like
of
he
that.
decided to cover their tracks by killing her, even though that was not what they were ordered to do.
Yeah.
He's like an agent of chaos.
Yeah.
So in his like power grab where he decides to like kill her against orders. She escapes, and some other member of the resistance gets killed in the crossfire.
His pal.
Right. And so then Gary today in this episode is like, she's going to get what's coming to her.
You
And
made that happen, dickhead.
yeah, it's all your fault. And meanwhile, they don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. And Ed is like, the fuck does that mean? Like, I love that Ed is coming out swinging at everybody.
Yeah. He's grown.
So Frank is like, oh, wait, so she wasn't like against us and a Nazi? What the
Oh,
fuck? I've been manipulated.
I
I feel like
shouldn't
an
have,
idiot and I feel guilty.
probably shouldn't have had sex with that lady that's standing right there and didn't know what was going on either.
I don't know. She's
Uh,
pretty cool though.
yeah, she is. I like her a lot,
Juliana's got other
Juliana.
stuff going on.
You know what? She's preoccupied.
I look, I don't know if Frank and Sarah are a good couple. I'm just rooting for Sarah.
Yes! Fuck Frank. Let's just let Sarah be happy.
Yeah, but like, is Frank the best guy in town? He might be.
Ew.
I'm just
That's
saying, like,
gross.
the
What,
prospects don't look great for Sarah.
what about Ed? Sarah and Ed? I love that team. Let's make that happen.
What about Ed's grandfather?
Oh, yes!
Cranky old bastard.
He's my favorite.
So Ed is like, listen, we still have that money that we never paid the Yakuza. Let's just get on a plane to New York.
I,
And
to
Frank
what
is like,
end?
dude, they gas people like you and me in New York.
It's fine. We'll deal with it then. Why do they need to go to New York? Yeah, get out of San Francisco for sure, but why does he need to go to New York? Juliana's already got, she's fine. I
Well,
don't
but like
understand.
Frank wants to get back with her, like reconcile.
Yeah,
He was wrong about her.
right, but he's not the one that wants to go to New York. Ed does. Why is Ed like so hell bent on going to New York? I don't get that.
I think it's this nuclear bomb threat.
No, like I said, I know they need to get out of San Francisco, but why New York? Why not go to the neutral zone or something? It,
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the neutral zone definitely sounds way better than the Reich.
thank you.
So let me get this straight. There's a Jewish guy, and
Uh-huh.
he's traveling with a guy who like had a bunch of treatments as a kid instead of getting euthanized.
Possibly disabled in some capacity.
Right. We're just gonna have to put both of them down. Like,
Why would we
no
even question
question.
this? Yeah. Don't even let them get out of the airplane. Just gas the airplane.
Anyway, they don't end up leaving town in this episode,
No.
but who knows? Maybe they'll get on a plane. Maybe they'll go to the neutral zone. Maybe they'll go to South America and meet up
Oh, that's
with
fun.
whoever's down there.
Just get away from it all. Go to a foam party.
Right? It's all foam parties down there.
Yeah, that's all they do. Uh, okay, we get to this, I don't know, cage, prison, jail in some
Yeah, there are
Nazi
air raid
basement.
sirens blasting outside, and you can hear like helicopters and stuff.
It's chaos. It's going nuts. And the guy, who was it? Heydrich?
Yes, Heydrich. That was the guy
Yeah.
who went hunting in the Catskills with Obergruppenführer John Smith, but he was just a little too slow.
Yeah. And John Smith's like, hey, we got a thing going on, and I'm just gonna ask you real quick. Could you just spare my family? I mean,
Yeah, he's like, listen, I know
uh,
it's over for me, but I beg you, please spare my family. Please just let them live.
laying it on so thick. There's
He's like,
no.
how do I know this is not a deception?
Mm. How
Oh my.
dare you? Why would we deceive you of all people?
No,
Hydrate.
he's like, I wish this was a deception. San Francisco just got leveled in a nuke. The Pacific States invasion is underway. You won, Reinhard.
Ha 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 ha! I won. Hydric, you fucking idiot. So
Right.
he's like, Oh, what do you mean? Uh, what was it? He's like, I have an order for your release.
What?
Uh, John Smith is like, I have an order for your release. You win. Go do your thing. You're in charge now, right? And he's like, oh no, I'm not in charge.
It's a man with a much greater vision than me. And then he goes, Heil Heisman. And we see
Oh.
Heisman is like swearing in a loyalty pledge for Joe Blake. And
Uh,
we watch as he and Himmler and Joe Blake all are bedside for Hitler, and he dies. He flatlines.
Wait, you didn't even mention the fact that Heydrich got shot in the skull once he said Heil Heisman.
Yeah,
They
as
were
soon
like,
as he
oh,
says
that's all
Heil
we needed.
Heisman, right.
We're good. Thank you.
Obergruppenführer John Smith was like, okay, so we just played the best game of psych on you.
And you actually lost, bitch. He didn't even know it. He didn't even see that coming. He was like, yeah, I won. Oh, I'm dead. Boo. Yeah, so Hitler's dead. The end.
Hitler's dead. Heydrich's dead.
Mm.
Heisman, who is in charge of the conspiracy to like create an even bigger new war, is in charge. And it does not look good for the Nazis that we've been rooting for.
Oh, somebody grab that and loop it. um, yeah, I don't think I even realized that Heisman was the one that was like rooting for the major bad stuff to happen. I think I'm getting lost. All the H names, all the Nazis, they're all just kind of blending together.
Well, we never knew this. We
Okay.
like all we knew about him is that he's one of the most important men in the Reich, that he gets personal meetings with Hitler,
Uh,
and like he's been important all along, and that he's an engineer, and his like engineering designs have ideas about like, damming up the Mediterranean and like irrigating all of Africa. Those are crazy ideas.
yeah, he's a fucking Nazi.
Big
And
ideas. This
uh huh.
guy's got big ideas.
Yeah.
Anyway, some of those big ideas include I'm the new even worse Hitler.
Good for you, champ.
Right.
And before all you get all this power and everything, we're gonna tell you all this stuff about him, about how he loves his son that he just met, and boy, he's really been dealt a bad pair of cards because he just wanted a son to love, and he holds family very dear to him. But fuck everybody else, we're gonna murder everybody.
A lot of
Welcome
people
to
in
the
this
Reich!
show, family is a real through line.
Yeah, especially with the fucking Nazis. They you can't fuck with their families. But if I don't know you, you did.
Well, but also Tagomi, like he traveled to a parallel universe in order to be reunited with his wife and son
Yeah.
and see the life that they might have lived.
Hmm. I love that for him.
All of this comes from Juliana's sister Trudy. There's a lot of family stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just weird to me that the Nazis care about anybody, even if it is their family.
Meanwhile, Lemel Washington, who we have established is the runner. He's the owner operator of the diner in Cannon City in the neutral zone. He
Uh,
also was like the foster father to lots of like strays and runaways.
dogs?
No, kids.
Oh, you made it sound like dogs, but yeah.
Well, no, like it seemed like he and his wife took in a whole bunch of foster kids and they were raising them.
It's weird to hear someone call kids strays, is just is what I'm saying. Continue.
Anyway,
Uh huh.
that guy has not been at work or at home for a really long time. He's just been like on the road with the man in the high castle and the resistance for like a long fucking time. Who's running the diner and who's raising those kids?
I mean, the wife obviously
I
is.
guess the wife. Listen, baby. I got resistance work to do. Good luck
You
with everything.
you did this last year too. You didn't even see your own son grow up. He's 10 now. You left when he was 5. You fucking dick.
I want to see the sitcom that takes place at the Washington household.
Yeah. You never see Lem though.
Right, you never see him.
He gets mentioned all the time because that's why fans are tuning in, but you never see him.
You see so many kids that you can't keep track of them all.
Yeah, yeah. Because they're different kids every single week. That's the joke.
Some died. It's not a
Oh.
funny joke.
No.
It's pretty dark. It's pretty
Yeah,
dark.
it's a pretty heinous show.
Speaking of heinous shows, that is all the time we have for this heinous
Oh
show.
my God! Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.